few gusty showers and thunderstorms on the move this evening, a sign of things to come. I'm tracking a severe weather threat just ahead.
And on WKYT News at 11, we're hearing from the daughter of a woman killed in a Lincoln County murder-suicide. Now, she says more could have been done to prevent it.
And the latest information from police about a deadly mass shooting at Michigan State University.
With First Alert Weather, this is WKYT News.
Good evening. Bill Bryant and Amber Philpott here for WKYT News. Showers and storms are in the bluegrass right now. It's really just the beginning of a very active weather situation that we've been seeing set up out there.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey shows us what's here now and what's still to come for us on this WKYT First Alert Weather Day.
Yeah, winds are cranking out there. Nowhere near as gusty as what appeared to be the case a little earlier in the day. And we've got some of those run-of-the-mill showers and thunderstorms arriving right on cue late this evening into the wee hours of the morning for some of us. Take a look at the winds that are so far underachieving, and that's a good thing, and that's an okay thing. We will take that and run with it. Still, though, that wind advisory going to take us into the overnight into parts of central Kentucky. Future radar, if you were with us earlier this evening, we said if you had dinner and date night out on Valentine's Day, the earlier the better, because as you got deeper into the evening, some rain was going to arrive into central Kentucky, and right on cue, those showers and rumbles of thunder are getting in here and into eastern Kentucky. We're losing the thunder part of this with still some pretty good downpours into Richmond, Lancaster, over toward Berea, into southeastern Kentucky. Still maybe a flash or two of some lightning, but this thing is zipping in and zipping on out of here very, very quickly. That is in response to our first storm system that is rolling toward the Great Lakes. It's the second one that is coming in as we go into tomorrow night and Thursday that will cause the issues. So your forecast breakdown, you got near record highs coming up tomorrow, then rounds of thunderstorms that are on the way. Some of those will be severe, and that will come from this low. Guys, we got a brand new future radar that shows some developments for Thursday we got to keep a close eye on. We'll take a look at the low-end tornado threat when I come back in a few minutes.
Okay, there's a word that we certainly want to hear more about. We will see you very shortly, Chris. We thank you. A broken daughter is turning her grief into action as she is mourning her mother's death after what troopers say was a victim of a murder-suicide. It happened Friday at a home on Moccasin Road in Lincoln County.
The troopers say Jamie Fowler was killed by Stephen Hitter before he turned the gun on himself. Fowler's daughter says they were in a relationship. She shared her mother's story with Chad Hedrick tonight in hopes of saving others from domestic violence.
She just loved life. She loved being outdoors. She loved her family.
It's a life Sarah Fowler says her mother, Jamie, was not finished living.
I just wish she was still here to experience her grandkids grow up.
Sarah is still in a state of shock and anger after troopers say her mother was the victim in a murder-suicide. Her best friend taken from her.
Because it was me, her, and my grandma living together, and we were like the Golden Girls. Laughed together. We shared everything. She was truly such a good soul.
Sarah says the man troopers also found dead inside this Lincoln County home was her mother's boyfriend, Steve Hitter. Days before the murder, deputies were called to the home but say it was just an argument and no signs of physical abuse were found. The sheriff told WKYT Fowler said she was going to move out.
She got me through the hardest times of my life, and I just wish that I was able to pull her out of a hard time in her life. And it's tough. It's going to be really tough, and I don't really know how I'm going to be able to keep going without her.
As Sarah mourns, she's planning to make a difference. It's an issue Sarah hadn't thought much about before her mother's death, but is vowing to be a voice for those who may not be able to use their own.
If I can save just one person and inform people on domestic violence, then that will help me with the loss of my mother. Domestic violence is a huge issue. 1 in 3 women in Kentucky will encounter domestic violence in their lifetime.
Sarah plans to advocate for legislation, raise money for nonprofits and other resources for victims, and simply be there to help.
I'm going to do everything I can.
In Lincoln County, Chad Hedrick, WKYT.
Well, Sarah and a friend are working on a fundraiser for resources that help victims. A memorial service for Jamie Fowler is being planned for this Sunday at Mingo Lake Park in Nicholasville. And some state lawmakers are also working to try and protect domestic violence victims. Senator Julie Rocky Adams introduced Senate Bill 79 just yesterday. It would further protect not only domestic violence victims, but victims of human trafficking and other sexual offenses.
Police are investigating a deadly motorcycle crash in Lexington. We first told you about the crash last night. It happened at Manowar and Rio Dosa Drive. A motorcycle and an SUV collided there. The coroner says 23-year-old Cesar Perpuic died at the hospital, and the police nor the coroner have said exactly if he was driving the motorcycle. That's our understanding.
A Southern Kentucky man accused of killing his girlfriend pled guilty in the case today. Nicholas Rucker pled guilty to all charges, including murder, domestic violence, and mediation. He also pled guilty to plotting to escape jail and kidnapping charges. Prosecutors are recommending a 65-year sentence for all of the charges. He'll be sentenced next month.
New tonight, we now know the cause of death of a man who was found dead inside a Lexington home after shooting a woman. The Fayette County coroner says Ethan Hatfield died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. He and another woman were found shot at a home on McAtee Lane back in December. The Herald Leader says Ethan was the son of former car dealer Rod Hatfield. Police said the woman survived her injuries.
Police at Michigan State University are still searching for a motive following last night's mass shooting that left 3 dead and 5 injured. The 43-year-old gunman is also dead.
And now students and community members are coming together to remember the victims. Erica Moke is in East Lansing with details tonight.
Valentine's Day flowers meant for loved ones are now for loved ones lost at this makeshift memorial at Michigan State University. Students here are in mourning after police say a gunman killed 3 of their classmates Monday night.
The places that everything happened are the places I find comfort in, and now it's a crime scene.
Police identified those killed as junior Ariel Anderson, an aspiring pediatrician, sophomore Brian Frazier, president of his fraternity, and junior Alexandria Werner, an athlete whose positivity changed lives.
Her kindness and compassion were second to none. To have lost that is tragic.
Campus police say the gunman had no affiliation with the university, and they're still looking for a motive.
We don't have an answer right now, and that's the honest truth.
Authorities say 43-year-old Anthony McRae began his rampage at Berkey Hall, killing 2 and injuring several others. He then went to the student union, killing 1 more. McRae later died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound during a confrontation with police.
It was a caller's tip that led law enforcement to that suspect.
Michigan's top Democrats hope this mass shooting will be a wake-up call for gun control.
As parents, we tell our kids it's going to be okay. We say that all the time. But the truth is, words are not good enough.
MSU canceled classes for the rest of the week. Erica Moke, CBS News, East Lansing, Michigan.
And this is the second school shooting for some MSU students. The first was 15 months ago at an Oxford, Michigan high school.
Well, this shooting has brought the issue of campus safety to the forefront. Officials at the University of Kentucky say while buildings on campus remain open during the day, police do have the ability to lock exterior doors at any time remotely. Chief of Police Joe Monroe says the university can go into lockdown within seconds.
Well, several years ago, we had an individual that showed up at Barker Hall on our main campus with a firearm. It took us less than 90 seconds to get there, be on scene, and take that individual into custody safely without any shots being fired. So that quick response on a campus is a vital and critical component.
Well, part of UK security plan includes a notification system called UK Alerts. All students are automatically enrolled to receive those alerts.
You may remember 5 months ago, police responded to a shooting near UK's campus. It happened at a house party on University Drive. 1 student was shot and 10 others were hit by shrapnel. Police arrested Jason Almanza Arroyo. He is charged with wanton endangerment, disorderly conduct, assault, and public intoxication.
We told you just last night that the city of Georgetown is discussing ways to enhance safety in the city, and part of that plan is equipping all officers with body cameras. The council is looking to expand its budget. They say they need to set aside $145,000 a year to make that happen.
As we have seen, if there's a camera, you have a protection for the police officers and you also have protection for the citizens. But we also have a lot of fiscal strain right now.
The department and council are also trying to address the officer shortage. They looked at possibly adding more funding to make officers' salaries more competitive.
Kentuckians may have another chance to vote on abortion. State Senator Whitney Westerfield, a Republican from Western Kentucky, is proposing a new constitutional amendment. Its wording would differ from the amendment that voters defeated last November. The new amendment would appear on the ballot in November of 2024. Westerfield said today that he knows Republican leadership is not keen on passing constitutional amendments during this session. It could await the session next year and still get on the ballot next year. New tonight, a newly proposed bill would let the state prosecute a person for homicide if they get an illegal abortion in Kentucky. Republican State Representative Emily Callaway filed House Bill 300 today. Nearly all abortions are banned in Kentucky right now. The bill does include exceptions, including a lawful medical procedure and spontaneous miscarriages.
The crowds continue tonight at Asbury University, with many choosing to spend their Valentine's Day at the chapel. The university is in the middle of a week-long revival. It started last Wednesday and it continues now, going into its 8th day. 2 chapels there on campus are serving as overflow spaces to accommodate the thousands who have shown up to witness the movement. Asbury school leaders say to see this is unexpected.
It's been surreal, and we're just happy that we can welcome people here to Asbury and welcome them to our chapel. Our chapel is a really special place, and we have just found that people have been really moved in so many ways, and a lot of people have found Jesus here.
Well, this is the longest church service at the university since 1970.
New tonight, crews have been battling a house fire in Moorhead for much of the day. A neighbor spotted the fire around noon at a home on Circle Drive in the Lakeview Heights subdivision. The Farmers Volunteer Fire Department posted these pictures. They assisted at the scene. You could see plumes of smoke billowing out of the roof. The home appears to be a total loss, and we understand a firefighter was injured on scene and taken to UK Hospital. The injuries apparently are not life-threatening. New tonight, a Lexington florist says its delivery van was stolen while they were making deliveries on this Valentine's Day. Mitchler's Florist, Greenhouses and Garden Design says someone drove off while they were delivering flowers on UK's campus. They posted on Facebook to apologize for the delays as they had to remake the flower arrangements and get them on their way. They say someone spotted the van later and they were able to get it back.
Some good news tonight. New tonight, dozens of residents of a Richmond neighborhood showed up at the city commission meeting to express concern about plans for a Suboxone clinic near their homes. A group has recently purchased a large estate in the Hillcrest subdivision. Nearby residents say they've been told the plan is for a halfway house and Suboxone clinic. Neighbors who went before the city commission this evening expressed concerns about safety and property values.
We have many families that have children. We have a lot of elderly people. And I mean, anybody really they're all concerned about their safety.
Well, it is not clear what is next for that piece of property or if the plan will be reconsidered. It is a Valentine's Day gift decades in the making in Somerset. We're going to share the story of some long-lost love letters up next.
The stage, the lights, the roar of the crowd, your heart pounds, energy surrounds you. There's nothing quite like country music, and only we get you this close. We are live music, and you are not finding this anywhere else. Artists, performances, we are country music. Turn it up loud. We are Circle. Buckle up, because we are just getting started.
President's Day savings are even bigger this weekend at Ashley Home Store. Shop doorbusters up to 50% off. Like this entertainment center, now only $2.99. Or this upholstered sofa, now only $3.99. Friday through Monday only at Ashley Home Store.
I'm Katie George, and if you want to save a bunch of Benjamins, then don't miss the President's Day sales event at Cartown Kia.
Lease the 2023 Kia Forte for just $299 down and $299 per month. Or lease the 2023 Seltos for just $349 down and $349 per month.
And if you take home over $350 a week, we have lenders that want to approve you. Save a bunch of Benjamins at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm for the people.
Why is this man so happy? He's got Advantage Checking from Community Trust Bank. CTB's got him covered with credit monitoring and identity theft protection, cellular phone replacement and repair, roadside assistance service, and travel and leisure discounts. And with his Advantage Plus interest checking, he'll never pay a CTB ATM fee no matter where he uses it. So be happy. Get Advantage Checking from Community Trust Bank.
It's Sleep Outfitters President's Day sale. Get incredible free gifts every week valued up to $300. Save up to $800 on premium adjustable mattress sets from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. Get 0 interest plus free delivery now at Sleep Outfitters.
Explore, compare, and find your car at mancars.com.
Man, what a deal! This weekend only at Ashley Home Store's President's Day sale. Save up to 25% off store-wide. Or get no interest for 5 years with no minimum purchase and no down payment. That's no interest until 2028 at Ashley Home Store.
All Blue Preview. Every Friday at 3 on Facebook Live.
Hi, everybody. WKYT First Alert Weather Day continues. We are tracking some just general run-of-the-mill showers and thunderstorms tonight. That's not going to be the case coming up tomorrow night and into Thursday when things get really active. Take a look from our WKYT Tower Cam toward downtown Lexington, where we've got some rain that is about to come to an end. That is certainly good news, picking up on those gusty showers and storms over the past couple of hours. First Alert Weather Day goes through the day on Thursday, when we're talking about the threat now shifting to severe thunderstorms and adding the heavy rain threat in there too, especially as we go into Thursday morning. Severe thunderstorms may have some damaging winds starting late tomorrow night into Thursday. There's a low-end tornado threat as well. And the local flash flood threat, I think, is going to be increasing on Thursday morning. I'll show you that future radar in a moment. How about the current radar? We got some rain on the rooftops here to eastern Kentucky. That continues to work its way eastbound on Interstate 64, Owensville, into the Moorhead area, eastbound toward Ashland, Huntington, Lexington, maybe a drop or two on the east side of town. Give that about 5 minutes and it is done. Rain running out of Madison County into Estill County, and will eventually shut off here in the next half hour to 45 minutes or so. Starting to see a few more lightning strikes showing up here along the Mountain Parkway, the Red River Gorge area. Daniel Boone National Forest seeing some flashes of lightning and hearing those rumbles of thunder. May have that around Corbin over toward Barberville as well coming up in the next few minutes. But the back edge of those steady rains zipping in very, very quickly. Low pressure number 1, that's a wind maker across the Ohio Valley. Low pressure number 2 that we've been tracking is the one that is going to cause the severe threat coming up as you go into Thursday. Let's follow the future radar in the satellite. Tonight, tomorrow morning, it's around 2 in the morning, rain is out of eastern Kentucky. How about we wake up to a really nice April-like Wednesday? We may set a record high tomorrow, 76 the record in Lexington. I don't think we're going to get there, but with that faulty thermometer at the airport, who knows? Most of us should be 70 to 75 degrees, but a strong southwest wind is going to usher in some more showers and storms tomorrow night. Look at this at 11 o'clock, about where we are now. Radar has really nothing on it. A few hours later, boom. Showers, thunderstorms coming at us from south to north. A couple of those could be strong. I think with this initial round coming up into early on Thursday, I'm more concerned about the local flash flood threat, especially across the southern half of the region where some of those storms may show some training where they move over the same piece of real estate. Now, by noon, front is off to the west of us. Watch these thunderstorms starting to pop here into southern parts of Indiana and then right on top of the Louisville area. By 2, 3 o'clock into the afternoon, we're starting to see those getting into central Kentucky. They're kind of out on their own a little bit, and where they are in proximity to the cold front, the low, and the warm front to the north of us, some of those storms may have a little bit of spin with them. So that is that low-end tornado threat we're going to keep a close eye on as we go into Thursday afternoon, especially. And by Thursday night and Friday, we're getting in on much colder winds that are blowing in here, with a wind chill in the teens a few hours after severe thunderstorms and the threat for some snowflakes. Here's that severe weather threat. I think tomorrow or late tonight we get an upgrade into parts of the region from the Storm Prediction Center. It would not surprise me if we don't see that upgraded at some point later tonight or tomorrow. 7-day forecast, guys. We go from near record highs tomorrow to severe thunderstorms Thursday and snowflakes on Friday. But that Thursday threat, got to keep a close eye on that. That's looking a little bumpy.
All right, we know you will, and we thank you, Chris.
Well, on this Valentine's Day, a love story that spans decades and lives on through priceless letters. Growing up, Libby Morris of Somerset always knew how much her parents, Jean and Joanne Langford, loved one another. But she also knew they had old letters she was never allowed to look at that also told their story.
Well, when I was growing up, my parents would get the letters out from time to time and read them and laugh and whisper. And
Morris recently found those letters in a box in a storage outbuilding. She thought those letters had been lost forever. There were about 100 from Jean to Joanne as he courted her while he was serving in World War II. Jean died in 2008, and he and his wife were married for 49 years. The family now says those priceless love letters will be donated to the National World War II Museum in New Orleans as a way to preserve their family's history.
And if you want to see our full story, it's on WKYT.com. Well, a boar was on the loose today in Lexington. We'll show you how animal control officers finally picked up the pig, coming right up.
Comfort Heating and Air, what's wrong?
Comfort Man, my house is freezing.
Never fear, Comfort Man is here. Right now, get a heating tune-up for only $79.
Thank you, Comfort Man.
I'm on my way.
Thank you for hooking Logan up here with this membership.
You know, fellas, you don't have to be associated with UK to become a member.
Want to become a UKFCU member? There are many ways to join. Seriously, find out how online. UKFCU. It's banking, only better.
Hey, Cash.
My man. At Batteries Plus, we do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives.
Buying for a business? Sign up for a free business account today. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
DQ Biscuits and Gravy. Now this is the stuff that Biscuits and Gravy dreams are made of. The kind of dream where home-style biscuits are served fluffy and warm, and the scent of simmering gravy made with Purnell sausage is so aromatic you can taste it. And then the dream ends with you taking a bite just to realize you're not dreaming. You're at DQ in your pajamas, eating the best biscuits and gravy of your life. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Life after a car wreck can be chaotic. At Queener Law, we see the hardships every day. Injuries, loss of income, mounting medical bills. Don't depend on insurance companies to fix the wreckage. Take control of your future. Contact Queener Law.
The bloodline of these brothers is fearless and uncompromising. The fun, adventurous Tacoma, outselling everything in its class for 18 years. The legendary 4Runner, proving itself off-road for 4 decades. The best-in-class Tundra. Designed, engineered, and built in the USA. And introducing the powerfully efficient Sequoia. All new from the ground up, with technology and comfort for all. Toyota's 4 brothers. Simply rivalry at its finest. Toyota. Let's go places.
Attention homeowners, it's February at Comfort Heating and Air. Replace that old inefficient HVAC system with a new energy-efficient system from Comfort. For a limited time, you'll receive a free furnace with select new cooling systems, plus a free Nest thermostat. Call 859-266-3678 to schedule your appointment.
Well, staff from Hazard Health and Rehabilitation Center delivered Valentine's Day singing telegrams to their residents and people in the community.
Administrator Charlotte Thornsberry says this tradition has gone on for more than 20 years, and they were finally able to bring it back into full swing this year after stopping for COVID. Thornsberry says they are not professional singers, but they sure have fun doing it. Yeah. Let's turn now to a much more unusual story today, and it happened right here in Lexington. Residents in one North Lexington neighborhood spotted a unique visitor running right through the streets today. A male pig was spotted on the loose on Radcliffe Road. That's off Russell Cave Road. Animal Care and Control say crews were quickly able to capture the runaway pig. He is now being housed at the animal shelter. At this time, officials say they don't know who owns the pig or where it came from.
I have taken upon myself to name him Cupid since he was found on Valentine's Day. So.
I'm telling you, the pictures were funny. Him just running up the street.
Great story.
Lee Kay joining us now with sports, and the Wildcats have another important game tomorrow night.
Yeah, the Cats are on the road at Mississippi State. Could be shorthanded once again. Plus, former UK coach Tubby Smith still believes there's time for this Wildcats team to make a postseason run. That's next in sports.
For adventure, for climbing, for splashing, for towing, for premium, for capable. The GMC AT4 lineup, premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Or get 2.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on turbo high-output engine Sierra light-duty models.
The new Broadway live season is guaranteed to get you on your feet. Tootsie, a beloved family musical A&E, the inspiring story of Emilio and Gloria Estefan on your feet. From Lincoln Center Productions' My Fair Lady and Jesus Christ Superstar. Call 233-3545 or LexingtonOperaHouse.com.
Speed up your drive with First Alert Traffic. Mornings on WKYT. Get WKYT news and weather updates on 104.5 The Cat. Closed captioning on WKYT is brought to you by Cumberland Valley National Bank. Bank better.
Tomorrow night's Powerball jackpot is $57 million.
At Kroger, we want our fresh produce to meet your expectations, which is why we do up to a 27-point inspection to check for things like color and scarring. Because when it comes to fresh, higher standards mean fresher produce. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance. Visit shelterinsurance.com and find an agent to help you choose the coverage you need. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We are your shelter.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you. So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Chevy Silverado factory lifted trucks. With the capability of a 2-inch lift, the versatility of the available multi-flex tailgate, and the connection of a 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Chevy Silverado, taking adventure to a whole new level.
Well-qualified buyers get 2.99% financing on all Silverado pickups, or current competitive owners get $3,000 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups with a 2.7-liter engine.
See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. At Kroger, however you shop, in-store, pickup, or delivery, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards. That's a win-win-win. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Well, UK has 6 games left in the regular season. 4 of them could be considered quad 1 wins. So there's still opportunities for the Cats to get themselves back into that NCAA tournament picture. UK was down 2 players against Georgia, CJ Frederick and Xavier Wheeler. They combined, they're averaging nearly 15 points per game, so getting them back would certainly help. But if they continue to sit, then what? Like a relationship status on Valentine's Day? It's complicated.
We'll do a better job at filling those voids for those guys, because now it's like, you get used to it after 1 or 2 games. And so now we know what we have, and we know how we want to scheme, or we know how we want to plan for that game, knowing that they may or may not play. And so I think that we get more comfortable with it as long as they're out. And so I think Coach is kind of putting together a game plan based off of what he knows in terms of who's going to be available, which we don't know yet.
Now, Calipari did say that Wheeler and Frederick did not practice on Monday. Their status for tomorrow night's game at Mississippi State still undetermined. Tip-off for that one set for 8:30. Well, members of the 96, 97, and 98 Kentucky basketball team will be in Lexington this weekend for a reunion along with Coach Tubby Smith. Last night, Tubby called into John Calipari's radio show. He talked about the 98 season when his team lost at home to Ole Miss on Valentine's Day. It was their 3rd home loss that season. Now, following that loss, you might remember the Wildcats, they won 13 straight and then claimed the NCAA championship. Tubby says that run was made possible by the leaders on his team.
They kind of took charge, and that's what you have to have. And I know that's what Cal's looking for with this group. You got to have people that are stepping up in the locker room saying, hey, we've got to come together. We've got to play the way Coach wants us to play. We got to stay disciplined. We got to, it's a whole new season.
All right, Transy playing its final regular season home game tonight. Coach Brian Lane honored for recently winning his 350th game. The mayor declaring it Brian Lane Day. That's how you know you're living right. Dakota Capps drives 2 of his 18 points. But the boys from Indiana, they were on fire from deep early on. Ty Houston had 30 points. Hanover was up 20-6. It was also senior night. 2 senior pioneers, including the big Australian Luke Schroeder, going down up and down under for 2. Transy made a second half run, but it was not enough to overcome that first half deficit, falling 85-75. All right, that's sports. We'll be right back.
Stream WKYT for free now.
Advance your career with an online MBA degree from Midway University. The most affordable MBA in Central Kentucky lets you customize the degree to meet your professional needs and complete in as little as 12 months. Apply today at midway.edu.
The Internet of Things is evolving, creating the Internet of You. And Spectrum is bringing you seamless connectivity across all your devices with our best deal ever. Get Spectrum One with Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Call 833-739-4999. Spectrum Internet delivers speeds starting at 300 megabits, so you can surf, stream, game, and more. Advanced Wi-Fi provides enhanced security and privacy that automatically blocks threats to protect all of your devices. And Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data with reliable coverage, plus the fastest wireless speeds available. Switch now. Call 833-739-4999. At Spectrum, it's not just about connecting things. It's about connecting you. Get it all with Spectrum One. Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Call 833-739-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Accidents involving cars, big trucks, and motorcycles are some of the leading causes of traumatic brain injuries, or TBIs. I'm attorney Daryl Isaacs. I know what my TBI clients are going through because I've been there myself. I suffered a traumatic brain injury after a wreck and was hospitalized for almost a month. In legal cases, every minute counts, especially with TBI cases. So please call me today for your free case review. I've been there and I'll be there for you.
Barbecue bowls are back at Sonny's. Loaded with your choice of barbecue favorites, layered and sauced to perfection. Build your own or try a Pitmaster Select Bowl starting at $10.99. Sonny's Barbecue, local Pitmasters since '68.
In the world of
Window World Siding comes complete with an 1.5-inch form-fitted foam. Take advantage of our current financing offers and give your home the makeover it deserves.
Call to schedule your free in-home estimate today.
This February, we are honoring the stories and the people from our past and those illuminating the path to the future today, because Black history is our history. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealer, proudly celebrating Black History Month. Toyota, let's go places.
This new Rally's chicken tender sandwich is for Keisha. Her day is loaded up. So we loaded fried seasoned chicken tenders and pickles on a toasted bun. Or make it a club with cheese and bacon. That's full tilt. Rally's new chicken tender sandwich or club.
Kentucky Cancer Link. Your link to hope.
Download the WKYT News app today.
Nursing and healthcare degrees are in demand more than ever to meet current job growth. Midway offers Central Kentucky's most affordable tuition rates, and our accelerated program puts your degree within reach. Apply at midway.edu.
Scan to learn how to navigate through the social media noise with MediaWise.
All right, we are watching some of these storms for now. Chris, move on out, right?
Yeah, this is the opening act to the main show that will arrive tomorrow night and into Thursday. Severe weather threat, even a local flash flood threat during that time. But sandwiched in between, make sure you enjoy your Wednesday. 70 to 75. Beautiful degrees.
We'll focus on that for now, right? Okay. Thank you so much for joining us for WKYT News, and hope you have a great night ahead.